Good morning. Today we come together under a cloud of sadness as the NFL community faces a loss that has shaken us all to our core. The world of football, known for its energy and excitement, pauses today to remember one of its own. Today, the NFL mourns the sudden and heartbreaking loss of Marshawn Kneeland, a talented defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys, who has passed away at just 24 years old. Marshawn was not only a rising star on the field, but also a young man whose journey was just beginning, filled with promise and hope for the future. His passing has left teammates, coaches, and fans across the country in shock. The news has rippled through locker rooms and living rooms alike, leaving many struggling to process the sudden loss of someone so young and full of life. For those who knew him personally, the pain is immeasurable, but even those who only watched him play feel the weight of this tragedy. Marshawn was more than a player. He was a son, a friend, and a young man with a bright future. Off the field, he was known for his infectious smile, his kindness, and his ability to lift the spirits of everyone around him. He cherished his family and friends, always making time for those he loved, and his presence brought joy to countless lives. The Cowboys called him a beloved member of their family, and the pain of his loss is deeply personal for many. In the locker room, Marshawn was a source of encouragement and strength, always ready with a word of support or a helping hand. His teammates remember him not just for his athleticism, but for his character, his work ethic, and his unwavering loyalty. Tributes have poured in from across the league, showing the unity and compassion of the NFL community in times of tragedy. Players, coaches, and fans from every corner of the country have shared their memories and condolences, highlighting the impact Marshawn had both on and off the field. Social media has been filled with heartfelt messages, and teams have honored his memory with moments of silence and touching gestures. As we reflect on his life, we remember the energy and spirit he brought to the field and to those around him. Marshawn played with passion and determination, inspiring those who watched him and those who played alongside him. His laughter, his drive, and his love for the game will not be forgotten. Today, we honor Marshawn Kneeland's memory and support those left to grieve. As the NFL family comes together in mourning, we are reminded of the bonds that unite us and the importance of cherishing every moment. Marshawn's legacy will live on in the hearts of all who knew him and in the spirit of the game he loved so much. To truly grasp the weight of this loss, we have to look beyond the headlines and statistics. We need to understand the person, the journey, and the dreams that were cut short. Marshawn Kneeland was more than just a name on a roster or a number on a jersey. He was a young man with a story that resonated with so many. So who was Marshawn Kneeland? He was a rising star, a second-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, whose talent and determination quickly made him a standout on the Dallas Cowboys defense. Marshawn's journey to the NFL was marked by hard work, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of his dreams. From the moment he stepped onto the field, Marshawn made an immediate impact. Coaches and teammates alike noticed his work ethic and his ability to inspire those around him. He wasn't just playing for himself, he was playing for his family, his community, and everyone who believed in him. Marshawn earned a starting role in 3 games, a rare achievement for a rookie. He impressed coaches and teammates with his relentless drive, his commitment to the team, and his willingness to learn. He was known for his positive attitude, always encouraging others and lifting spirits in the locker room. But Marshawn's impact went far beyond the stat sheet. He was a true student of the game, always striving to improve, always asking questions, and always looking for ways to help his team succeed. His dedication to his craft was matched only by his humility and his respect for the sport. Just days before his passing, Marshawn took the field against the Arizona Cardinals, showcasing his talent and determination on a national stage. He played with heart, intensity, and a sense of purpose that inspired everyone watching. Off the field, Marshawn was navigating the pressures of professional sports and the challenges of life as a young adult. He faced the expectations of fans, the demands of the league, and the hopes of his loved ones, all while trying to find his own path and identity. Marshawn's dreams extended far beyond football. He cared deeply about his family, his friends, and his community. He wanted to use his platform to make a difference, to inspire the next generation, and to build a future that was about more than just the game. His death is a stark reminder to see the person behind the jersey, a young man with hopes, a loving family, and a future full of promise. Marshawn's story was only beginning, and his loss is felt deeply by all who knew him. That's what makes this loss so heartbreaking. not just for the Cowboys, but for everyone who believes in the power of dreams, resilience, and the human spirit. Marshawn's remarkable journey began at Western Michigan University, a place where dreams are shaped and futures are built. Arriving on campus as a determined freshman, he quickly made his presence felt both on and off the field. The university's vibrant atmosphere and supportive community provided the perfect backdrop for Marshawn to hone his skills and develop his passion for football. On the gridiron, Marshawn emerged as a dominant defensive force, earning a reputation for his relentless pursuit of the ball and his ability to read plays before they unfolded. His athleticism and football IQ set him apart from his peers, and he quickly became a player that coaches and teammates relied on in crucial moments. His explosive play and natural leadership made him the heart and soul of the Broncos' defense. Whether he was rallying his teammates in the locker room or making game-changing tackles on the field, Marshawn's presence was impossible to ignore. He inspired those around him to push harder and aim higher, setting a standard for excellence that elevated the entire team. It wasn't long before NFL scouts took notice of his rare combination of size, speed, and tenacity. They saw in Marshawn a player who could not only compete at the next level, but thrive. His performances at college showcases and combines only solidified his status as a top NFL prospect, drawing attention from teams across the league. The 2024 NFL Draft became the stage for Marshawn's dream to come true. When the Dallas Cowboys called his name in the second round, it was a moment of pure joy and validation for years of hard work and sacrifice. Surrounded by family, friends, and former coaches, Marshawn realized he was about to embark on the next chapter of his football journey. Marshawn's transition to the NFL was seamless. He quickly earned the respect of veteran teammates and coaches alike. His relentless work ethic, eagerness to learn, and humble attitude made him a standout in the locker room. He approached every practice with the same intensity he brought to college, determined to prove himself at the highest level. His story inspired not only his teammates, but also fans across the country. Marshawn became a symbol of what's possible when raw talent is matched with unwavering determination and a willingness to put in the work. His journey resonated with young athletes everywhere, showing them that dreams can be achieved through perseverance and heart. Back in Michigan, the Western Michigan community celebrated Marshawn's success with pride. Students, faculty, and fans held banners and gathered for pep rallies, thrilled to see one of their own reach the pinnacle of professional football. His achievements became a source of inspiration for the entire university, uniting everyone in celebration. As Marshawn's professional career began, the sense of excitement and anticipation was palpable. With his talent, drive, and character, his potential seemed limitless. The football world watched eagerly, expecting great things from a player who had already overcome so much to get to this point. Marshawn's story was one of promise and hope, a story that should have had many more chapters, each filled with new triumphs and unforgettable moments on and off the field. The tragedy began on the night of November 5, 2025. Frisco police responded to a vehicle pursuit involving Marshawn Kneeland. The chase ended in a crash. When officers arrived, the car was abandoned. Marshawn had fled on foot, prompting an urgent search. The reasons for the pursuit remain unclear, and investigators are working to piece together the events. The search through Frisco's streets quickly shifted from law enforcement to a desperate effort to find a missing young man. The community waited anxiously, hoping for good news. This night marked a devastating turning point for Marshawn, his family, and the Cowboys. The unanswered questions only deepened the sense of loss. The events of that night will be examined for a long time to come. After the crash, a large-scale search for Marshawn began immediately. Police used K-9 units and drones with thermal imaging to scour the area. The search continued through the night, expanding at sunrise as hope faded. For his family, teammates, and fans, the wait was agonizing. Tragically, Marshawn was found deceased, ending the search in heartbreak. The news confirmed the worst fears of everyone involved. The focus shifted from finding Marshawn to understanding how this tragedy happened. The community was left to mourn a life cut short. The pain of his loss will linger for a long time. In the aftermath, the Frisco police shared initial findings with the public. Authorities have described Marshawn's death as a possible suicide, based on evidence at the scene. He appears to have suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police also revealed that Marshawn had expressed suicidal thoughts before his death. These details point to a private struggle that few may have known about. The investigation is ongoing, and all conclusions remain preliminary until the medical examiner's report is complete. The facts are devastating, but they open a necessary conversation about mental health. Marshawn's story is a reminder that even those who seem strong can be fighting unseen battles. The community now faces the difficult task of processing this loss. The investigation into Marshawn's death continues. The Collin County Medical Examiner will conduct a thorough autopsy to determine the official cause and manner of death. Toxicology tests and a detailed timeline are part of the process. Detectives are speaking with those close to Marshawn and reviewing electronic evidence for insight. The wait for answers is difficult, but accuracy is crucial. Speculation only adds to the pain. Patience and respect are needed. The full story will emerge in time. For now, the focus remains on honoring Marshawn's memory and supporting those who mourn him. Marshawn's death has put mental health in the spotlight. Athletes face immense pressure, scrutiny, and expectations, often in silence. The stigma around mental health, especially in sports, can prevent people from seeking help. The NFL has made progress, but Marshawn's story shows there's more work to do. We must create a culture where asking for help is seen as strength, not weakness. This conversation is bigger than football. It's about supporting everyone, everywhere. Let's use this moment to check in on each other and listen with empathy. The best way to honor Marshawn is to ensure no one suffers in silence. As we close, our deepest sympathies go to Marshawn's family, friends, and the Cowboys. Let's remember him for his vibrant life and the joy he brought to the game. If you or someone you know is struggling, help is available. Call or text 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Reaching out is a sign of courage, and support is always within reach. Let's honor Marshawn by fostering compassion, ending stigma, and supporting one another. May his family find strength, and may he rest in peace. Together, we can build a community where no one feels alone. Thank you for joining us in remembering Marshawn Kneeland.